Hello, this is Eric from Higher Ground Gaming. Me and my co-host, Mr. Brody, are presenting another game for the 1978 Red Sox season. Playing the final game of a 3-game series against the Chicago White Sox. A game from May 7th of 1978. Yesterday they took both ends of a doubleheader, 9-8, and I believe it was 9-3 or something like that. I'm currently on a 3-game winning streak and going for the sweep today against the Chicago White Sox here at Fenway Park. On the mound for the Chicago White Sox is going to be Pablo Torrealba, and on the mound for the Red Sox, the always interesting Mike Torrez. So without further ado, Mr. Brody says, let's get this game underway. So alright, let's play ball. Alright, so on the mound for the Red Sox is Mike Torrez. Comes into the game with a 3-0 record, ERA of 4.31. 40 innings pitched, 40 hits allowed, 12 walks, and 21 strikeouts. And has allowed 3 home runs. So the Red Sox have definitely given him some run support, as you can see by that 3-0 record. Even though his ERA is a little bit high at 4.31. So the lineup for the visiting Chicago White Sox is going to be Bob Molinaro, the left fielder, batting first. Don Kessinger, the shortstop, will bat second. Batting third, George Orta, the second baseman. The DH today is going to be Bobby Bonds, the cleanup hitter. Lamar Johnson, the first baseman, will bat fifth. Wayne Nordhagen, the right fielder, bats sixth. Chet Lemon, the center fielder, will bat seventh. Eric Soderholm, the third baseman, bats 8th, and behind the plate, batting 9th, will be Bill Naharadny. So Bob Molinaro comes to the plate with a 143 average and 28 at-bats. No homers and no runs batted in. So Torres looks in for the sign from Fisk. Here's the windup and the pitch. And it's going to be a leadoff walk. That's how we'll begin. The Red Sox in the outfield, from left to right, it's going to be Rice, Lynn, and Evans. Lynn and Evans are both outstanding range and great arms, especially Evans. Jim Rice's average range, and all three of them will not commit many errors at all in the outfield. In the infield, on the other hand, Butch Hobson at third base has poor range and very high error percentage, as you can see by his number 53 there. And the rest of the infield is above average or excellent. Brooke Burleson's excellent, and Remy and Yastrzemski are above average. Error-wise, they'll commit a few errors, but nothing too drastic, especially compared to Hobson. Behind the plate, Fisk has excellent range and a great arm. Low error percentage. And on the mound, Mike Torrez has average range and fairly low error percentage. So alright, so the corners are going to be playing for Don Kessinger. He is hitting .333 with 5 runs batted in. So Torrez looks in for the sign from Fisk. Here's the windup and the pitch. And it's going to be a hit and run. Oh, a hit and run, okay. And what happened on the hit and run there? And Kessinger, it's kind of hard, it doesn't really say anything on the card, so I'm just going to have to read it from the text, which I'm not used to reading a lot. And it's going to be a fielder's choice as Remy scoops it up and fires to first. And just beats Kessinger to the bag. Oh, throw beats Kessinger to the bag. So runner on second with 1 down for George Order, the second baseman today. So Molinaro seems to be playing cat and mouse with Torrez back there. Can't seem to get a good jump. Here we go. So here's the windup in the pitch. It's going to be off the 5 column off Torrez, which is, if you're a Red Sox fan, that's where you want to be. It's going to be a fly ball to center. Lynn is waiting on it, pounds his mitt, and makes the catch for the second out. Next up will be Bobby Bonds. He's the DH today. He is hitting .257 with 3 homers and 13 runs batted in. It's going to be off of his 1 column, which is his worst column of the 3. And it's going to ground ball to short. Burleson's up with it over to Yastrzemski, and that'll retire the side. So after the first half of the inning, Chicago nothing, and the Red Sox coming to bat. So Pablo Torrealba with the fantastic 70s mustache there will be on the mound for the White Sox. 1-0 record with an ERA of 2.70. And only lasted, for some reason, only 3 innings. 3 hits allowed, 3 walks, and 2 strikeouts. I'm not sure if he had another start or if that's just a relief appearance and a win, and he's just getting a spot start here. Anyway, the Red Sox lineup will be Rick Burleson leading off and playing shortstop. Second baseman Jerry Remy will bat second. Jim Rice, the left fielder, bats third. Kyle Yastrzemski, the cleanup hitter, is playing first base today. Batting fifth will be Colin Fisk, the catcher. Batting sixth, the center fielder Freddie Lynn. Third baseman Butch Hobson bats seventh. Dwight Evans, the right fielder, will bat eighth. And the DH today will be Bob Bailey. And he's not a very good DH at all, hitting just .191 for the season. So alright, so Rick Burleson steps into the box. He's having a great season so far, hitting .336 with a homer and 12 runs batted in. So Torrealba looks in for the sign from Navarrete. Here's the windup in the pitch. And it's going to be off the 5 column of Torrealba. And it's going to be a fly ball to center. Chet Lemon will be under it and make the catch for the first out. Alright, next up will be Jerry Remy. Also off to a good start, also hitting .336 with 11 runs batted in. It's going to be off the 6th column of Torrealba. And it's going to be a fly ball to right. Nordhagen sprints over and makes the catch. So 2 up and 2 down for the Red Sox. Brings up Jim Rice. The left fielder today, hitting .317 with 5 homers and 20 runs batted in. And this could be a good one as Rice is going to get his pitch here. However, he grounds it to Kessinger. He throws over to Johnson. He just missed that one. But the Red Sox are retired in order, so we head to the second with no score. Lamar Johnson, the first baseman, leads it off for the White Sox. Here in the second, hitting .193 with 6 runs batted in. It's going to be a ground ball to third. Hobson's able to make the play. Fires to first. And that'll be the first out of the second inning. Check some scores around the league, around the American League. Minnesota and Baltimore are scoreless. Serum and Palmer are currently dueling. Milwaukee with the lead over Kansas City 3-0. New York is clipping Texas. Never understood that term there, but 4-0. Sounds more like a football term. Cleveland and California have yet to score. Detroit and Oakland are also scoreless. Wilcox battling Keogh. No score in Seattle as they're battling the Toronto Blue Jays. Garvin battling Pole. And in our game, no score also in the top of the second. So Wayne Nordhagen, the right fielder, up now. He's hitting .288 with a homer and 9 runs batted in. It's going to be off the 4 column. And it'll be a single to right field. The first hit of the day for either team. Going to bring up Chet Lemon, the center fielder. Hitting .321 with 3 homers and 16 runs batted in. And it's going to be a fly ball to left. Rice is drifting over and makes the catch. So 2 down now. Nordhagen still at first. For Eric Soderholm, third baseman. Hitting .181 with a homer and 7 runs batted in. And he's going to get his pitch here. And it's going to be a single up the middle. Nordhagen around the bag, but he'll hold at second. So runners on first and second with 2 down for the catcher Naharadny. Hitting .204 with 3 homers and 6 runs batted in. Here's the windup and the pitch. And it's going to be a ground ball range check on Yastrzemski. He's got a 2 range, so above average. Anything above a 2 will make the play. Yastrzemski's going to flip it to Torrez for the out. Scored a 3-1, and that'll retire the side. So White Sox threaten but do not score. And the Red Sox will send up Yastrzemski, Fisk, and Lynn here in the bottom of the second. Captain Carl is hitting .289 with 3 homers and 13 runs batted in. And he's going to get under 1. It's going to be a fly ball to right. So could go extra bases, but Nordhagen got a great jump on it, and he is out. So a great running catch by Nordhagen. Saved extra bases on that one. Sounded different off the bat. So Carlton Fisk up now. Fisk is currently hitting .295 with 3 homers and 9 runs batted in the replay. And it's going to be a ground ball to Kessinger. Up with it over to Johnson. 2 down now for Freddie Lynn. Hitting .299 with 7 homers and 17 runs batted in. Up the 6th column. And it's going to be a fly ball to right. Nordhagen drifts over. Now he's under it and makes the catch. The Red Sox go in order. Second, after 2 full, no score. Top of the order, Bob Molinaro. Will be up now for the... Double checking it. Yeah, Bob Molinaro. Up for the White Sox. He has walked his first time up. And he's going to hit one. He's going to split Lynn and Evans, go all the way to the wall. And it's going to be a double. So a leadoff double for the White Sox here in the third. Brings up Kessinger's 0 for 1. And Torrez is going to... he's going to try to pick the runner. He's going to throw the ball away. So, oh my goodness. As Molinaro is going to come around the score on the 2-base error by Mike Torrez. So, Mike Torrez, even though he has a good record, seems to always do those things when I play with him. Anyway, so the White Sox are on the board first. That's an unearned run. They should actually charge that as an earned run since the pitcher made the error, in my opinion. But anyway, the catcher just steps back into the box. Ground ball to short. Burleson will make the play over to Yastrzemski. So 1 down. George Orta. He's 0 for 1 in the day. And he's going to get under one here. He's going to pop it up to Remy, who will make the catch on the outfield grass. Brings up Bobby Bonds, 0 for 1. And he's going to get a hold of one here. It has a chance. And, just off the top of the wall. Top of the center field wall. And Lynn's going to throw it back in, but not before Bonds slides into second with a 2-out double. Lamar Johnson up now. And he'll draw a walk. So first and second with 2 down. Brings up Wayne Nordhagen. Singled his first time up. And this time he'll ground out to Burleson. Over to first. And that'll do it for the White Sox. But they score 1 on the double and the 2-base error by Mike Torrez on the pickoff throw. The Red Sox trail by 1. So it'll be Hobson, Evans, and Bailey, the bottom of the order. It's going to be off of Torrealba's 4 column. And it's going to be a single to center as Lemon gets it back in quickly. Brings up Dwight Evans. Evans is hitting .208 with 2 homers and 9 runs batted in. And he'll draw a... actually, what happened there? Hold on there. Oh, never mind. Yeah, Evans drew a walk, so runners on first and second with nobody out for Bob Bailey. Rather weak hitting DH in his time in his career. And you can see, you can't always see there, but he's very poor against, just looking at his card, you can see against lefties he will draw a walk occasionally hit. And possibly small possibility of a home run or a double. But against righties, he does almost nothing. The only thing he can do is get hit by a pitch. Can't even draw a walk. As you can see, he's loaded with strikeouts. So why they have him against righties, I do not know. Might have been just this season, possibly. But Bob Bailey steps into the box. Torrealba looks for the sign. Here's the wind-up in the pitch. Oh, it must be a lefty. Okay, that makes sense then. As you can see, this is going to be a ground out to third. And it's a ground out B, so you're just going to throw over to first. Throw second for 1. So the ground ball B will be, the runner at second will be out. But they will not complete the double play. So runners at the corners for Rick Burleson. One down. Burleson's 0 for 1 in the day. And it's going to be a range check on the catcher, Narrati, who's a 4 range. So he's below average. I believe he'll make the play. Already grabs it over to second for 1. So they get the lead runner. And Hobson scores from third. So they tried to turn 2. They dribble in front of the plate. But they only get to 1. And Hobson will come home with a tying run. So Burleson will get the RBI on the fielder's choice. He brings up Remdog. He's 0 for 1 in the day. And he'll get under one and hit a fly ball to center. and Lemon will make the catch, backpedaling. The Red Sox are retired, but they do score a 1. And after 3 full, the game's tied at 1. So Chet Lemon up now. He's 0 for 1 in the day. And he's going to get a hold on here, rips it down, and it's caught by Butch Hobson. Almost out of defending himself from being hit. Eric Soderholm up now. Third baseman is 1 for 1. Range check on Burleson. He's excellent range. And however, he does commit the error. Let's see what happened here. Charges it and he boots it on the charge. Can't make the throw. So it'll be an error on Burleson. So 1 out base runner. Moves up Naharadny, who's 0 for 1 in the day. And this will be a fly ball to center. Lynn will be under it, and he'll make the routine catch. Check out some scores here. Baltimore toppling Minnesota 7-0. Milwaukee is beating Kansas City 6-2. Heisel hit his 5th home run for Milwaukee. New York is beating Texas 4-0. Beatty comfortably ahead for the Yankees. Cleveland and California are tied at 1. Detroit edging Oakland 1-0, and Toronto is edging Seattle 1-0 also. Top of the order now, Rodney up now. Molinaro. Oh, Soderholm moves away from first. Torrez wheels and fires Yastrzemski, and he picks him off. So first, Torrez tries to pick a runner off, and he ends up being a 2-base error scoring, and now he picks off Soderholm at first. So, wow. That made that one look easy. And that'll end the inning. So Jim Rice up now. He'll lead it off for the Red Sox here in the bottom of the 4th. Tied at 1. It'll be Rice, Yastrzemski, and Fisk, hard of the Red Sox order. Torrealba looks into the sign. Here's the windup in the pitch. And Rice is going to get another pitch again, and hopefully this time he can do something with it. And he does. He gets it all the way to the wall, hits off the top of the wall, rattles around in the triangle, and Rice is going to have himself a triple. So great way to start off the Red Sox 4th inning. Yastrzemski with the RBI opportunity here. He's 0 for 1. Got 13 RBIs on the season. So he's lined up in the pitch. And get ground ball back to the pitcher. Rice has got a hold. And Yastrzemski is retired. So the infield is playing in. Fisk. He's 0 for 1 in the day. And he's going to get a single past the drawn-in infield. And Rice will come around to score the 2nd Red Sox run. So the Red Sox take a 2-1 lead. Brings up Freddie Lynn on an RBI single by Fisk. Lynn is 0 for 1 in the day. And he's going to get under one here. Fly ball to right. Nordhagen one-hands it for the out. So Butch Hobson up now, 1 for 1 with a run scored. I don't think I mentioned it before. Butch Hobson's batting .280 with 3 homers and 14 runs batted in. And he'll strike out swinging this time. High hard one. So that'll do it for the Red Sox, but they do score 1 and now lead it 2-1 after 4. Now the top of the order, Bob Molinaro will come up. No, he is 1 for 1 with a double. Came around the score after Mike Torrez threw the ball in the center field on a pickoff attempt. Actually, it ended up going off of Remy's glove into left center field past Lynn. So it was deflected. Otherwise, Lynn would have probably only allowed it to go one base, but because it was deflected, they got a two-base error on it. So, all right, so range checking Yastrzemski here. Looks like that was going to be an error. Yastrzemski's able to handle it. And he takes it on a hop and flips it to Torrez for the first out of the fifth inning. Don Kessinger up now. He's 0 for 2 in the day. And he'll strike out. Torres' first K of the day. We'll bring up George Order, who's 0 for 2 in the day. And he's going to get a good pitch here to hit. And he's going to get a single straight up the middle. So a 2-out single for Order. We got Bobby Bond, who's 1 for 2 of the double. White Sox looking to tie it here. And ground ball to short. Wilson's up with it. Over to Yastrzemski. Score that at 6-3, and that'll do it for the White Sox in the fifth. So halfway through, it's the Red Sox leading 2-1. Evans up now, walked his first time up. And he'll strike out swinging. So 1 down. Bob Bailey up now, 0 for 1. And he will strike out. Painted the black on that one. 2 up and 2 down. Quick outs for the Red Sox here in the fifth. Brings up Brooke Burleson. And he'll draw a 2-out walk. Good eye by Burleson. Second walk of the day by Torrealba. He's got 3 strikeouts. And we have Jerry Remy, who's 0 for 2. And you get under one here, a fly ball to right. And Nordhagen makes the catch easily. And that'll do it for the Red Sox. In the fifth. So Lamar Johnson's up now. He's 0 for 1 with a walk. Torres up to 94 pitches through 5. So he's got quite the high pitch count. Johnson will get under one. And he's right there and circles under it and makes the catch. Wade Nordhagen, the right fielder. He's 1 for 2 in the day. And the ground ball to short. Score that one a 6-3. As Burleson retires Nordhagen. Chet Lemon now. 0 for 2. And it's going to be another ground ball to shortstop. And Burleson retire him. And that'll do it for the White Sox in the sixth. Jim Rice will lead it off. Got a triple last time he was up, 1 for 2. He came around the score. And he will strike 3 called. 1 down. Yastrzemski up now, 0 for 2. And he's going to have himself a single just past the dive of Johnson. We have Carlton Fisk. He's 1 for 2 with an RBI. And it's going to be a single straight up the middle. And we're going to hold Yastrzemski. Brings up Freddie Lynn, who's 0 for 2. And he's going to get a hold of one here. It's going to go into the left field corner. Yastrzemski will score. We're going to send Fisk home too. Hold the trailing run. And Fisk is going to be out. So Fisk is out trying to score from first. Fisk will end up on second with an RBI double. So the Red Sox extend their lead to 3-1 now. Butch Hobson up now, 1 for 2 with a run scored. Pitching change. Larry McGrow is going to come in for the White Sox. He's got a record of, no record actually yet. ERA of 3.97. 11 innings pitched, 14 hits, 6 walks, 10 strikeouts, and 2 home runs allowed. Here's the pitch to Hobson. And it's going to be a single up the middle. And that's going to bring Lynn in from second, and the Red Sox lead is now 4-1. Dwight Evans up now, 0 for 1 with a walk. And he's going to have himself a single, so LaGrow has come in and let up 3 straight hits. Hobson will take third. The runners at the corners with 2 down for Bob Bailey. And I think we're going to, he's got nothing going on here. We're going to lift Bailey for a pinch hitter, as he has literally nothing on him. But the best he can do is get injured. Getting hit by a pitch. I don't think I've ever seen a side that's so bare as Bob Bailey's 1978 against right-handed pitchers. So let's get rid of him. Let's see. Anybody we bring in would be an improvement. We're going to bring in Bernie Carbo to be the... Let's see how he's doing there. I'll bring in Carbo's 99%, so... Alright, so Bernie Carbo comes in. Hit for Bailey. There's the windup in the pitch. Ooh, he's going to get his pitch here. Strong chance of doing something here. And he finds a spot that's nothing. Some more scores there if you like to read them. And that'll do it for the Red Sox in the 6th, but they score 2 and now lead at 4-1. Eric Soderholm up now, 1 for 2 on the day. Torrez back up there. His pitch count's getting up there, 104 pitches. So most likely be his last inning as there's action in the Red Sox bullpen. Dreaded 1978 bullpen. Not as bad as Al's 1960 Red Sox bullpen, but not the greatest either. And Burleson snags the line drive, and that's the first out of the 7th inning. Brings up now Harrod, and he's 0 for 2. And he'll draw a 1-out walk. This goes out to visit with Torrez. It's behind the plate, gives him the sign. Here's the windup and the pitch. Molinero's 1 for 2 with a double. Now Harrod is inching away, but he's held closely by Torrez. And able to get a jump. And it's going to be it's under one here, fly ball to right. Evan, who's been relatively quiet all day today, slides and makes the catch. That was the first time I've called his name out there in right field. At least for an out anyway. Alright, to bring up Kessinger, who's 0 for 3 on the day. We'll get under one here, fly ball to center. So Torres has settled down since the 3rd inning. Alright, so trivia question. In 1935, where was the first night game held? I think I know that one. 1935, where was the first night game held? So chime in now. Alright, give everybody a chance to answer. I think I know. I'm going to go with, I believe it's Cincinnati. I think Cincinnati was the first night game held. Let's check the answer. What do you think, Mr. Brody? Mr. Brody. Any idea? You think it's Cincinnati too? It's Mr. Miller's favorite team. So we'll go with Cincinnati Reds in Cincinnati. Let's see what the answer is. Crosley Field in Cincinnati. There it is. Technically it said where was the first name. Where is Cincinnati? And Crosley Field is in Cincinnati. So President Roosevelt turned on the floodlights from a switch in his Washington office. Interesting trivia there. It's alright. I didn't know the year, but I knew it was in Cincinnati. I knew it was somewhere in the 30s, but wasn't exactly sure. So it'll be the top of the order. Burleson, Remy, and Rice. Red Sox with a 3-run lead here in the bottom of the 7th. So Larry and LeGros back out there. So here's the windup and the pitch by LeGros. Burleson's 0 for 2 with an RBI. And he's going to get a good pitch to hit here. And he's going to have himself a single up the middle. First hit of the day for Burleson. See if Remy can get his first hit. Get a little rally going. And it does not look like he's going to get anything going here. Not even a range check there. Nothing but bad on Remy's 3 column. So Remy is retired. Brings up Jim Rice. He's 1 for 3 with a triple and a run scored. Here's the windup in the pitch. And he will strike out, I believe, for the 2nd time today. Trying to go yard on that one. Bring up the captain, Kai Yastrzemski. He's 1 for 3 with a run scored. And he will draw a walk. He has his card full of walks. And so runners on first and second for Fisk, who's having a fine day, 2 for 3 with an RBI. He's going to get under one here. He's going to pop it up, and Kessinger will make the catch for the final out of the 7th. The Red Sox lead is 4-1 still. So the attendance has just been announced. 30,346. 30,346 paid fans. What do you think about that, Mr. Brody? No comments here? It's currently 11:30 at night. Mr. Brody is getting ready to go to bed here. Just unwinding. So Georgia Order up now 1 for 3. And he will strike out. Waved at that one. Kind of a half-hearted swing. Brings up Bobby Bonds. He's 1 for 3 with a double. Torrez back out there for another inning. Up to 130 pitches. This will definitely be his last inning. He makes it through. And he will not. As Bonds take this one deep over the Green Monster into the netting. And that's a home run, and it's a 4-2 game now. Zimmer's seen enough. That's going to be it for Torrez. Perhaps left him a little bit too long. So Torrez will come in and get. Zimmer will come in and get Torrez. And let's see, who do we have? Who do we want to bring in? Which one of these this lovely bullpen do we want to bring in? Let's look at the usage too. Too early to bring in Stanley? Probably not. Let's bring in Steamer Stanley. Why not? So Stanley comes in to relieve Torres, trying to get a 5-out save. Two of my favorite Red Sox pitchers, Mike Torrez, followed now by Bob Stanley. Alright. Bob Stanley comes into the game with an ERA of a record of 0-1 and an ERA of 1.29, 21 innings pitched, 21 hits, 5 walks, 10 strikeouts. So it doesn't strike out a lot of people, but gives up a fair amount of hits. So just enough to make things interesting usually. So Johnson up now a 4-2 game. So Stanley, that's the column we want to be in with Stanley. And Johnson will fly out to left. Rice will make the catch for the first out of the 8th inning. The second out of the 8th inning, sorry. So, alright, so that'll bring up Wayne Nordhagen. 1 for 3 on the day. It's going to be a ground ball to third. Hobson will scoop up with it, and he'll make the play. So after 7.5, it's the Red Sox on top, 4-2. So it'll be Lynn, Hobson, and Evans up for the Sox. If anybody reaches, Bernie Carbo. Again, Legros is out there. Lynn's 1 for 3 in the day with a double. And Lynn is going to get one, hold the one here. It's going to go deep and caught by Nordhagen right up against the wall. Definitely robbed Lynn of a home run there. Butch Hobson up now. He's had a good day. 2 for 3 with an RBI. And he'll strike out. He's fooled completely on that one. Brings up Dwight Evans, 1 for 2 with a walk. Red Sox would like to get some assurance here. And it's going to be a fly ball to left. And Molinero's under and makes the catch. So that's it for the Red Sox in the 8th. And we head to the 9th. With the White Sox down by 2. Bottom of the order up, Chet Lemon. Followed by Eric Soderholm and Bill Naharadny. Lemon's 0 for 3 on the day. Make that 0 for 4 most likely. Don't want to count our chickens before they hatch here. And Lynn will make the catch. The first out of the 9th inning. At the warning track, wow. Alright, Eric Soderholm 1 for 3 on the day. And it's going to be a pop up to short. Carlson's under it and makes the catch. The White Sox are down to their last out. Bill Naharadny up, 0 for 2 with a walk. And wow, looks like Stanley is going to have a 1-2-3 inning. Pop up to second. Remy's under it, makes the catch, and the Red Sox win. So Stanley has an uneventful 9th, a 1-2-3 9th. And the Red Sox beat the White Sox and sweep them actually by a score of 4-2. Let's check out our box score. Mike Torrez goes 7 1/3 innings. Actually pitched a fine game. 6 hits, 2 runs, both of them earned, 3 walks and 2 strikeouts. Not many Ks there. Bob Stanley gets the save, his 6th of the season. 1 2/3 innings of scoreless relief. I believe he retired all 5 batters he faced, so definitely a stellar inning for Stanley. Still, ERA goes down to 1.19. Torrealba gets the loss. He's 1-1. 5 2/3 innings pitched, 6 hits allowed, 4 runs, all of them earned, 2 walks and 4 strikeouts. So let's check out the Red Sox. I thought I saw Mr. Brody want to say something there. Mr. Brody, you want to say something? No. He's comfortable. So let's see. Red Sox managed 9 hits. Pretty much spread out. Fisk was 2 for 4 with an RBI. Lynn was 1 for 4 with an RBI and a run scored. Hobson was 2 for 4. And I was gonna say it in the 8th inning, but I didn't want to. Not that I don't believe in jinxes or anything like that, but I didn't want to say anything. Hobson did not commit an error all day, and he got 2 hits, so that's a stellar day for Butch Hobson. Strzemski 1 for 3 with a run scored. Rice 1 for 4 with a run scored. And Burleson 1 for 3 with an RBI. Bobby Bonds was 2 for 4 with an RBI and a run scored. And that's about it really for the White Sox. Not much offense there. It's just 6 hits. No homers on the day. Oh yeah, I'm sorry. Bobby Bonds got a home run. That's right. His 4th of the season. So yeah, not too much exciting there, but the Red Sox get the win and they sweep the White Sox. So that'll do it from Fenway here. Let's quickly check the schedule here. So the Red Sox, only game of the American League tomorrow, will be playing start a series with hosting the Kansas City Royals. Check the standings really quick. So the Red Sox improved to 18-9. Now have a 3-game lead over Milwaukee. 5 games up on the Yankees and the Orioles. Kansas City's in first place, 16-9, so that's going to be a good series. Battle of 2 first-place teams. And they get a half-game lead on the California Angels, who are 16-10, and a 1-game lead on Minnesota Twins, and a 3-game lead on Texas. So in actuality, the Red Sox were 17-10, so that's one game better than their pace. Kansas City is 1 game below their pace. No, actually 1 game above their pace also. Milwaukee, 2 games above their pace. The Yankees actually are 3 games under their pace, so that's good. Same thing, Baltimore's 2 games better than their pace than last year. Than their actual season. Detroit is really floundering. They had a 17-6 record at this point in 78, and now they're 10-13, so 7 games under their pace. 7 fewer wins or 7 more losses, whichever way you want to look at it. Cleveland exactly doing what they did. Toronto exactly also. California 1 game worse than their record from 78. Minnesota actually 7 games ahead of their pace. Texas 1 game ahead. Seattle 5 games better than their pace, so very good. And White Sox 2 games above their pace. And Oakland 10 games under their pace. So Oakland really struggling. So Oakland and Detroit are the shockers. And who is it here? It's like Minnesota is the only one really that's doing exceptionally better than they did. So alright, so thank you for joining me. It's been Eric from High Ground Gaming and my co-host Brody signing off. So thank you for joining us, and we'll see you in the next Red Sox 1978 replay using Strat-o-matic baseball. We'll be starting a series with the Kansas City Royals. So take care and God bless. Bye-bye.